Calculating super elevation for an alignment in Civil 3D, created by Ahmed Al-Moon. Welcome in this lesson. We will calculate super elevation for all curves along a selected alignment in Civil 3D and review the resulting course slopes at critical stations. First, start by opening the Drawing Align Super Elevation file located in the Tutorials Drawing folder. First, select the alignment you want to calculate super elevation for. Then, navigate to an alignment. In Modify, choose Super Elevation. Then, calculate or edit super elevation. In Edit Super Elevation, no data exists. For that, press in Calculate Super Elevation now. The Create Super Elevation dialog box opens, where you define how super elevation is applied. In the roadway type, here, select Undivided Crown, and in Pivot method, choose Center Baseline, as shown. Then click Next. In Lanes Specification page, define the following: symmetric roadway, and number of lanes on right 1, normal lane width, choose 4 meter, and normal lane slope minus 2% for this side, and symmetric and left side. Then click Next. In shoulder control setting, choose Calculate, and normal shoulder width, change it to 1 meter, and normal shoulder minus 4%, and shoulder slope treatment as brick over removal, as shown, and match lane slopes for high side. Then Next. In Design Criteria file, choose ASHTO 2018, and Emax, choose 6%, for example, and transition length table 2 lane. Transition formula for super elevation runoff, choose 66, you can change it to 70%, and on spiral for spiral curve 100%. Then click Finish to calculate values for all curves. Viewing calculated. Civil 3D calculates super elevation for each curves. Here, in this tree, for curve 1 and curve 2, curve 3, and 4. For each curve, we have transition in region for run out and run off, and transition out region, run off and run out. The super elevation tabular editor displays station values and cross slope at critical stations. Then click OK. Symbols and labels indicate these points in the drawing, as shown. After applying super elevation in Civil 3D, notice how the alignment visualization changes. Along the curve, you can see station labels and the cross-section indicators that represent the rotation of the roadway. These red cross lines show how the pavement titles gradually from the normal crown to the full super elevation rate. The style applied to the alignment now includes super elevation symbols and transition points, which indicate where the rotation begins and the ends. This helps you verify that the transition length, rotation points, and maximum super elevation rate match the design speed and the selected criteria file. Always review these graphical indicators to confirm that the applied super elevation is the smooth and meets safety standards. If the smoothing looks abrupt or too short, you may need to adjust the transition length or super elevation parameters in the super elevation editor. Thank you for watching. See you in next lesson.